Hey everybody, I'm Deanna and I'm here to do a Zodiac BH Cosmetics palette tutorial. If you really want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Like I said, first video, probably going to be all over the place. But today I'm going to be testing my Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics. Got this on sale, well, not really on sale, but it came out on November 13th and I had been eyeing it ever since and I'm super excited. As you can tell, I've already obviously been into this palette. Kind of making a mess of it. You know. We're also going to be playing with some thumbtacks. We'll be playing with the BH Blacklight highlighter kit, which honestly, a lot of these colors, this I paid $16.99 for, and 4 of these colors are very similar to what you get in the Kat Von D Alchemy palette. $16.99 compared to $40 per kit. It also has a bunch of different colors. You've got your mattes here in the center, you've got the shimmers on the outsides, and in the middle, you've got this really big highlighter, which, not gonna lie, I'm loving. In the highlighter kit, you've got 6 different colors. Again, you also get a mirror with it. I've also dipped into this one, if you can't tell. But I'm really excited to try out some of these colors. Like, what? I want my, like, when I look for a highlighter, I look for a highlighter that, like, you can see from outer space. I want my cheekbones so blinding that you don't even know what part to look at because it's like looking into the sun. You want to look directly at it, but you have to look. Alright, so everybody's kind of got their own little style of doing their makeup. I know there are plenty of YouTubers out there like Nikki Tutorials. She loves to do her foundation first. I'm not one of those girls. I like to do the eyes because I'm one of those, like, I worry about the fallout. If a product has fallout and I've already put on my foundation, like, that's really just going to aggravate me. So I'm going to go ahead and do the eyes first. I am going to conceal just a little bit. Oh, please don't judge my skin. Ugh, girl. Girl. Alright, so what I'm going to go in with first is, this is just a Revlon Color Stay Concealer. I don't know if you can see that. But that's what I'm going to go in with. I'm just going to put that above my eyes real quick, just to kind of set something there that the eyeshadow can stick to. Just kind of blending this out on my eye. Taking it pretty high up. I'm not taking it all the way to the brow, but just under. BH Cosmetics does a lot of sales all the time. Like, I know I had bought this palette the week before Thanksgiving, and after Black Friday it went on sale for like $16.99. I was a little upset with myself. The Blacklight highlighter, this went down from $16.99 to $9.99. Now, that is just, I mean, BH Cosmetics has really great quality for a rather cheap price, so I can't even hate on that. Okay, so now to set, I'm just going in with my MAC palette. I don't even know which one this is. This is the Mellow Moderns MAC palette. I'm just going on with this regular, like, Avon brush that I have because, again, I'm a broke bitch. And I'm just going to go in with this really pretty nude color right here just to kind of set some of that powder. Now, I'm not going too far down just because this will help to just transition for me. I have noticed that if I go a little higher up, like right under my brow, and just kind of going with a very, like, light, translucent almost color, it helps when I go to blend things out later. Okay, now that that's done, let's figure out where we want to go with the Zodiac palette. Now, you do get 1,000,001 different colors with this palette, and I do have to say that one of the things I'm not really a huge fan of is that there really is just no rhyme or reason to this palette. Like, they don't, I mean, they try to keep, like, the purples are together, the warmer tones are together, yeah. But, I mean, with the shimmer colors on the outside, like, I mean, they're not, I don't feel like they line up with the matte color that they would most be going with. And that kind of bothers me a little bit. But, you know, whatever. Product works if the product works. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm just going to go in with this big fluffy brush. I did get some of the BH Cosmetics Smoky Eye shadow brushes. So I've just kind of been playing with those. So I'm just going to kind of go into where the Virgo is. I'm going in with this pretty pink color, and I'm just going to kind of blend that up as my transition color. I'm just taking very light strokes and just kind of going back and forth. Nothing wild. I mean, I barely dipped into that at all, and look at how much color payoff I'm getting. Alright. I see you, BH. I see you. Kind of seems like, I mean, I might have used a little too much. Again, just very gently, just going in and filling in the crease. Going up a little bit higher, just kind of blending that with that transition color that I had picked out earlier. Okay. And I'm going to go in with this really pretty light purple color right here. And I'm just going to apply that into the crease as well. Ooh. Very light strokes, just kind of going back and forth, just building up on top of that pink that I already have in place there. Okay, girl. I mean, I'm not even mad. Alright, same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna go through very lightly. That's really nice. Like, that's not even, it's not patchy. I'm not having a hard time blending. I'm really feeling this color. Okay. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go in and I'm just going to add a little bit more of this deeper purple right next to it, just to kind of add a little bit more depth into my crease. Same brush, been using the same brush. This big fluffy brush has been doing it for me. Very gently going back in, just defining my crease up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So I was so excited when I got this palette. I had been waiting for like 2 weeks, which, I mean, I'm just impatient. Let's just be honest. I'm impatient. I needed this palette. I can't even remember the last time that I bought myself an eyeshadow palette, so I was pretty soaked just to know that, like, I got this. It was on its way. Really going in and defining up through that crease. I want my eyeballs to be like that first thing that you notice. I want you to be like, damn, girl. I am all about some bold eyes though, girl, let me tell you. Like, I feel like I'm one of those girls, I just really like statement makeup, period, dot, the end. I want something bold, and I want something, I don't want natural. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to kind of focus right more so on the outer corner of my eye. Just to kind of go with this, I'm not going to cut the crease or anything, but I'm just going to... Now it's time to play with the shimmers. I just want to play with the shimmers, period. I've been using the BH, this is the number 4 from the BH Smoky Eye brush collection. I think I paid like $9.99 for these. And I'm just going to take my Kat Von D Lock-It spray and just spray the end of it a little bit, just because I prefer the way that shimmers appear when they're a little bit damp, when they're applied damp. So I'm going to go in with the color Libra and really just focus that on the outer side, onto the outer portions of my lid. And I'm just using a really light patting motion. Like, I'm not stabbing my eyeball out or anything, but getting my point across. I'm getting my point across. Okay, I mean, doesn't want to cooperate with me today, I guess, for whatever reason. Okay, there we go. I'm getting a little more color payoff. This usually isn't an issue. Not. I'm just taking it to about the middle of my eye. So I feel like that's where I'm gonna start my blend right about here. A little bit more than halfway, just because, like I said, you're gonna have to blend it, so. So now I'm going to do the same thing with another one of my BH Cosmetics. This one's the number 5 from the Smoky Eyeshadow Kit. Or the Smoky Eye Kit, whatever. It's on their website. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. Same thing, spraying that with the Kat Von D Locking Spray. And I'm going to go in, since I'm a Leo, I guess we're going to stick with that. I'm going to go in with Leo into the inner corners of my eyes. And I'm just kind of blending over where that red started. Okay. Getting a little bit of fallout going on, not crazy amounts. Same thing on the other side, just gonna go in, starting from the inner corner and working my way out. My God, is that red food coloring? Okay, so funny story. Earlier today, I was starting to do a lot of my Christmas baking, and I'm thinking that that was some red food coloring from the Christmas fudge that I was trying to make. I'm just making this a little bit deeper on the outer corners, especially with that transition. I don't want to lose the power behind this pigment just because this one's so shimmery and light. Alright, so that is the eyeshadow anyways. We're not going to go in with that highlighter, but I will tell you that that highlighter is really, I mean, do you see that? I mean, for a highlighter that comes with an eyeshadow palette, as well as it being that cheap, I'm about it. I'm about it. Like, that is pretty blinding all in its own. If you're looking for a natural kind of highlighter, you just, this ain't it. this ain't it. Alright, so what I'm going to go in with next is I'm going to go through and do my eyeliner. Again, broke ass bitch here. I'm using today Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner. I got this at just Walmart. Nothing crazy. It's cheap. It does its job. Felt tips don't really get as crazy of a payoff as I would like. Honestly, drugstore products have come such a long way from where they were. I still remember when I was a kid going and getting the Jordana lip glosses and eyeshadows, and let's be honest, when I was 10 years old, that wasn't shit. I mean, it was like $1 at the drugstore. No big deal, whatever. I was a kid. I didn't know what, like, the difference between those fancy products were. I didn't care. I just wanted some motherfucking lip gloss. That's all I wanted. But, I mean, they've honestly come so far from where they were to being able to compare with some of the bigger name products that you can get at Sephora and Ulta. I mean, round of applause to you. Like, seriously, like, if I can get away with spending $5 compared to $25 to $45, I'm about that life. So I'm just gonna go in and put in a winged liner, that's all. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, I mean, if you need to, you can always go through and blend where the crease meets the lid. I'm feeling the way that it looks right now, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Like, just leave that shit the hell alone. I'm forgetting mascara. Can't forget the mascara. Some girls are a real big fan of the false lashes. I usually only wear those on special occasions because I ain't got the money to be blowing on eyelashes all the time. And in everyday life, I don't got time to be putting those on every day, and I'm one of those, I wear contacts as it is. So wearing falsies with that all day, every day, yeah, no, I'm set. I know that it makes, like, it opens up your eyes and makes your lashes just look beautiful, but I can't on an everyday. So I'm just using some CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. Drugstore brand. I think I got this for like $7 the other day. Again, no shame, girl. No shame. You can use cheap makeup and make it look like you're wearing like Gucci and Dior. Like, nobody cares. Okay, now that I have my mascara on, apparently I'm just trying to skip all over the place today. Just all over the place. Now that I have my mascara on, I'm gonna go through and I just, again, broke girl here, alright? I bought this brush off Wish for like, I think I got $2 and I got 3 different sizes. I know Wish is not like the best. Like, I wouldn't buy makeup products from them. Like, I wouldn't buy lipsticks and lip glosses because I've seen all the horror stories of women who have bought those and broken out because they use all kinds of disgusting stuff. Like, a lot of those, honestly, they use some really questionable ingredients in there. I would highly recommend against doing that because you never know what you're getting. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer today. I just recently got this. I have never really been big on primers because I didn't realize how badly I needed one. Still haven't really developed an opinion on this. I've used it like twice. It doesn't seem like it does it any better. Doesn't seem like it does it any worse, but it's supposed to help brighten your face, so it's like a really pretty lavender color. It does feel really silky on the skin. Ooh, ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. It does have a really nice consistency. It feels like velvet almost on my skin. And I know a lot of people look for that tackiness. It does feel like it has a good little bit of stick. Again, I haven't been using it long enough to really have developed an opinion about it. Not yet. I will give you an update on that as soon as I know how I feel about it. But anyway, so then, now that I'm primed, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation with a matte finish. They do have this also in a dewy glow, if you are more into that dewy finish, but this is Natural Ivory, number 112. And I'm going in with that silly brush that I got off of Wish. Just applying a little bit on here. And then I'm just going to go to town on my face. I usually do like 2 dots on my cheeks, a couple of dots on my forehead, a couple on my nose. And then I work it in, work it in, work it in. Ooh. It does feel like it goes on a lot smoother with that primer. Making sure I work it down my neck because I've seen those atrocities. Blend that in, girl. Blend it. Like, I'll be honest with you, nothing bothers me more. And I'll be the first one to tell my friends this, like, when your eyeshadow doesn't blend. It bothers me. Okay, so you can go in with a concealer now if you want to, like, do some triangles under your eyes, brighten up whatever you want. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't feel like I need that. So I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the color Light, number 1. Because God knows, listen, I have tried that whole tanning thing. I've tried it. I have accepted the fact that I burn and then go back to being as pale as I was to begin with. So really, what's the point? And I'm just going to go in and just kind of set my foundation. Set. Ooh. Girl, my eyebrows are looking out of control today. You know, the little bit that's there anyways. So now that I've set my foundation, I'm going to go in with a bronzer and just kind of contour a little bit. I'm using the Note bronzing powder. I picked this up at Premiere last year. For those of you that don't know what Premiere is, it is a really big show that they do in Orlando every year for hairstylists. It shows you all the new and upcoming trends, techniques, new products. They've got makeup, they've got hair stuff, they've got extensions. I mean, the list goes on. I came back and I was so baffled at the amount of knowledge that I came home with it was just unreal. Absolutely unreal. So I'm going to go in with my bronzing powder, and then I have this little MAC brush that I got at a holiday set last year. Again, broke girl, just doing with what I got. All these YouTubers getting their free PR. Not up in here, girl. Not up in here, girl. And I'm just kind of contouring around my cheekbone. Give you more of that high lifted, beautiful look that, you know, we all want. And then the same on the other side. Just kind of blending out. Like, when I do this, I take the side of the brush and just kind of dip it in, so that way I have the full bottom of the brush just to blend out. And then I'm going to go through and just do a little bit right up here on my hairline just to kind of give that more of like a bronzed look. And then a little on my chin, because there should be, to look like there's one. Can just bring in that down my neck a little bit just to blend out. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in and use I have a Baked Milani blush somewhere. So I'm going in, this is the Milani Red Vino Baked Powder Blush. Obviously, one of my favorites. Love to use this like every day. Just going in, swirling a little bit. And going right on top of that bronzer. Alright. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to get into the Blacklight highlighter palette. Like I said, this is a couple of these colors are very similar to what Kat Von D has in her Alchemy palette, and it is much cheaper. I am not one of those, like I said, to go and blow 40. I've been staring at the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice one since he dropped his holiday collection, and girl, let me tell you, I'm about it, but I just can't justify $40 on a highlighter. I love me some highlighters. That's ridiculous. I can't. Since we did a really purple eye today, I'm going to go in with this one here, Illusion. It's like a pink, and it's got like this really nice purple iridescence look to it. Definitely quickly became one of my favorites in this palette. Ooh, girl. See what I'm talking about? I want to see my cheekbones from space. I want everybody to be like, girl, I can't look right at you. It's like looking at a diamond. It just reflects all this stuff off. Like, I can't. So I'm just going in, I'm doing my cheekbone, I'm doing my temples. This is like the most beautiful pigmented, like, and I'm only one that has, I think the only other highlighters I've ever really had were just white. There was nothing special about them, so to have that really pretty purple tone to it, I am a fan. I am a fan. I'm going in and doing the temples a little bit. And then I'm just going to use my finger and just kind of dip right into the pan and just put that right on the edge of my nose. Oh my god. I fell in love. I am in love. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my chin. Because, like I said, I want to be seen from space. Alright, so now the highlighter is done, let's move to the brows, because they are looking non-existent. I can't. Any of my fellow blondes out there knows the struggle, especially if you're like really fair-skinned, like real blonde. You can't see them. I have looked back at pictures of me from my past and been like, girl, what were you thinking leaving the house with nothing on those brows, those naked brows? So I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one's in the color Caramel. I'm more of a powder girl when it comes to my brows. I feel like when I try to do the gels, it always looks streaky. It looks weird. I just, more power to you if you can. And then I'm just going in with this is a Sephora Professionals brush, a small shader. So it's just a very small, like, precise brush. So I'm just going in and just applying the lighter of the two tones into, I'm just filling my eyebrows. They are what they are, all right? They just are. Now you don't want to make it too, like, that is way too harsh of a line for me. I will go back and kind of blend that out. Because otherwise it doesn't look natural if it's got that real harsh line on the... And then I'm going in and just kind of filling in the darker ends of the brows. And this is the second color in the palette. Yes! Yes, girl, I have brows again. I have brows. There's always one here. Alright, so now that that is complete, I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Locket Spray and just set. Okay. Now another trick that I have for you is I prefer to use, I'm going to go back to that Revlon concealer. And I'm going to put this on my lips just because I feel like it gives you a truer tone of the lipstick that you're wearing, as well as if you're wearing like a matte finish. It makes it stick longer without, I mean, I know a lot of mattes, they are really dry, but it just, I feel like it gives you a truer tone to the color and it makes it last a little bit longer. I'm just one of those. So I'm just going to apply this and just kind of, I'm just patting it onto the middle. And then I'm going to use my finger and just kind of pat it on out. Lipstick today, I'm going to use my MAC Frost Model Behavior. It's this really pretty purpley tone. I feel like it goes really well with those eyes. So I'm going to go in with this as soon as this is... Okay, well, I guess that is dry. So I'm just going to go in and just apply. That's as good as that's going to get today. Sometimes I will go in with just a little bit of a brush and clean it up. But overall, for spending $21, this is pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I will probably use this for quite a while and it will probably be one of my favorite palettes. I I also really just, I mean, look at that highlight. Like, what? I mean, if you like this video, you want to see more, I tend to use a lot more affordable products. Maybe if I could ever get some free PR, that'd be great. High hopes, you know, just let's start little here. So, I mean, if you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let me hear what you guys want to see next. I'm open to some ideas. Like, I mean, if you want me to just go back in with this palette, girl, I will do that for you too.